Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 44th episode of the Le Mans Odyssey. And today, I'm just going to review the last 2 months of gameplay since we last spoke, and possibly add a bit of game footage. I don't know if I feel like it, but we'll just see how this goes. But as we can now take a look, we are in 8th position in the league with 8 wins, 9 draws, and 6 defeats. It's been a pretty bad season. Like, unfortunately, every team has suffered some sort of decline, and unfortunately now it's happening to us when we have severe debts of just about €7 million. And even if we get prize money, we're not getting out of that, and our attendances continue to dwindle as our home record is pretty bad, despite only losing the one time. I think we've drawn too many games, and that's just unfair. But our away record is starting to improve a little bit. But we've suffered some bad defeats, and it just puts us mid-table. So if we continue to go on a bit of a bad streak, we could fall all the way down to 14th. But we got a big win just recently to change our fortunes. So where did I stop? I think it must have been here. Yeah, the Lyon game. We were beaten easily, 2 goals to 0. Not much I can say, but we did get Montpellier by 2 goals. Great result. A bit of revenge considering they just come out of European game absolutely exhausted, and we pelted them with 2 sucker punches. So I'm very happy with that. But Sochaux immediately made our away record even worse. They beat us easily. I was absolutely devastated. And then Lens, we had a man sent off, but it didn't matter as we got a late equaliser, and we probably should have lost, but I'm happy we kept fighting. And that meant we had our winter break. We had no seasonal games to play, so we just advanced directly to the cup, where we destroyed lower league opposition by 7 goals to 0. And I felt at this stage we're not going to get European football, so we have to push on and win the cup. But as you can see here, after beating Valenciennes 2 goals to 1 in late circumstances, last minute penalty after a red card for Cisse, we bloody lost the Tour, like absolutely gut wrenching, because we had no more defence. We still didn't have Zhang Suesi or Koulibaly back, and they were on international duty, and it just meant we had to play our youth defenders, and unfortunately Nzigi Mana gave away a penalty and we lost. So yet again the cup eludes us, and we'll have to try again next year. And then we didn't recover at all well. We should have won this game. We fought back from 2-0 down to thanks to a hat-trick from Ursin Bastique, and then they got an equaliser straight away courtesy of a set piece. And then we only went and lost again to these Tour fellas. They're one of our enemies in our list, and they absolutely destroyed us. I couldn't believe how bad we were. And despite winning 3-0 here against Nice, we've suffered a suspension to Fousseni Cisse, so he'll miss the big game against he got booked, so he'll miss the big game against Marseille. And it was a great performance, one of those rare ones. We let them potentially get back into the game thanks to all these shots they had. Bastique, Harrison and Telly all scored, so I'm happy with that. But it just means it's a very tough February with Marseille, Toulouse, Saint-Etienne all on our radar. And then we've Auxerre and Paris Saint-Germain to do, as well as Bastia, who gave us a rough time not too long ago. So it's just been a very bad season, I'm afraid. There's not much I can say. Cisse has been absolutely sensational though, so his loss is going to be massive. He scored 8 goals and secured 10 assists, which is out of this world. I'm so happy with that. But every other striker has been underwhelming. Yet again, Siabe Shrivers has struggled, scoring only 4 goals in the league in 17 appearances, but bearing in mind he only had 5 starts due to his poor performances, and then he got the brace in the cup, so that's not great. Delade has been injured for a while, but he scored 2 goals and then 1 in the cup. And then Gerndt, who played very badly on top in the zone, he's only gotten 4 goals all season, which is pretty poor. But the problem is Cisse is the only one who can cope in a 4-2-3-1 formation, and then we just get ruined if we play a 2-striker formation. So I'm honestly baffled as to what to do. It's a very precarious situation for us, and the fact that we had Amrani gone from international duty, Masakni's gone. Where is he? Eddie Carlos was not fully fit yet. We had to play him. Gautier Mahodo, he's here in the starting 11. He's only just come back. So a lot of our players have been missing in action due to injury or suspension or international duty. So I'm not surprised that we have declined, but it's really disappointing that we've chosen this season to do it. And we just have to carry on. So Bastique has finally proven himself to be a very handy player, and he's getting the starts that he needs after a long season on the sidelines. Theli has been good in recent weeks as opposed to his counterpart for the position. Jesse Mahaya, he hasn't been amazing in recent weeks, so that's just unfortunate. So I have a lot of planning to do to conquer the mighty Marseille again. We got the draw away from home, but if we look at these results, they have been a little bit dodgy, but they still remain very difficult to beat. They look absolutely unstoppable, but perhaps it's handy that they have to sacrifice a week to play a cup game. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm sure they're going to rotate, but they are very, very dominant. You can probably just see here the name that pops up every now and again is Haris Seferovic. He is unbelievably good. I mean, really, he's outstanding. I just don't get it. He scored 24 times in 23 games. That is ridiculous. And they will be helping us out in the Champions League. I'm fairly sure they came top. Yeah, they did. So that means they play Benfica, which is okay. As for our Frenchies in the Europa League, we only have Montpellier. They play Shakhtar. And yeah, that's about it. A very bad campaign for France at the minute, but our two other friends can revive it for us if they get a cup on. So just bearing in mind, with Grand Theft Auto 5 just 1 week away, I'm going to have to whiz through the season as fast as I can. So that probably means less live comms to compound the fact that we're having a bad season. But we're only just 6 points behind 6th place. But I think in the Coupe de la Ligue, someone that will get a place in Europe has been assured. So Bordeaux and Lens. So we need Bordeaux to win that to give us any chance of getting that 6th place. And that's pretty much all I can really say. We're in debt. We're struggling to get the fans in yet again, and we're having dodgy results home and away, and we need to improve it. So I suppose that's all I can do for you guys. I'm really sorry if you want more from me, but I'm just not I'm not too enthralled by this season, so I just may as well get it over with. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Yeah, so that's all I need to say. Goodbye.